Halloween night at the House of Steel. The owner's wife was in town. Warm-up didn't go well, but Tim Spencer was ready. So were the Sheffield Steelers. And Jason Hewitt, of course. Ashley Tate had the serious look on as the Coventry Blaze tried to get their second win in 5 days against the Sheffield Steelers. Steelers in their new Halloween kit, though. Well, they started off in a completely different fashion. Harvey tried to get it going early doors. Our captain, Stephen Gertson, was in the lineup, and he wasn't prepared to let the Coventry Blaze get away with anything. The Sheffield Steelers started well, but could they get that all-important first goal? The line of Sirianni, Dowd and Di Casemiro got the Steelers going. They had a great night as well. Di shoots and scores at 6:54. The Steelers led by a 1-0. The redirect out in front, you'll see on the second replay here, it gets a rebound off Eriksson's skate. Comes to Dicas, who slots it home by Zacharias. Steelers led 1-0. Watch the hit coming here from Michael Devin on Di Casemiro. Bang, you can see it just there on the blue line. Drew Fatter didn't like it, took exception. And Fatter and Devin, well, they had a little chat. Fatter's folks were in town. He wanted to put a show on for his mum, and didn't he do just that? He had a great night, Drew Fatter. Devin trying to hold on. Fats is trying to get that arm free, and when it does come free, a couple of bombs are landed. Bang, bang. So the Sheffield Steelers carried on that intensity that they'd started from the very first shift of the game. Drew Fatter got a standing ovation from the 4,100 in attendance at the arena. Appreciated the support. Fats went for 5, Devin went for 5, but Fats got the 2 and 10 instigator. A power play to the Coventry Blaze. Tate fed Adam Henrik. He goes just over the glove of Frank Doyle. The Blaze tie 1 apiece. Cones the screen, Henrik with a bullet. Doyle could do nothing about it. 12:28, we're tied at 1. Delayed penalty against the Coventry Blaze. The Steelers put the extra attacker on. Dowd, Sirianni, and Sirianni finds the golden child in Robert Dowd, shoots and scores. 23:45, Steelers back in front 2-1. Slight deflection just before it got to Zacharias. But a lovely play from Sirianni and Robert Dowd puts the Steelers back ahead. Next goal was always going to be crucial. Could the Sheffield Steelers get some breathing space? Well, the Coventry Blaze came hard at the Sheffield Steelers. Frank made a couple of bossed-in stops, but it was the Sheffield Steelers that had a breakaway. Drew Fatter joins the rush. Keep your eye on Fatter. He stays up as well, and when the rebound pops out, Fats is the first guy there. And Drew Fatter shoots and scores. The Sheffield Steelers led by 3-1. Again, you can see Drew Fatter joins the rush, stays up, and slots home. What a crucial goal that was for the Sheffield Steelers. Breathing space for Marc Lefebvre's team. Into the third period, and the Sheffield Steelers would again break. And it was that line of Di Casemiro, Sirianni and Robert Dowd, and they would extend the lead again. Dustin Cone will take his shot from the top. Gets a deflection, I thought, from Robert Dowd. Sirianni awarded the goal. I think we'll see on the replay that it could well be Robert Dowd that shoots and scores. The goal awarded to Sirianni. But I think we'll see here, cone shot. Where's the tip? Where's the tip? I think the tip comes off the defenceman, then comes off Robert Dowd. But Sirianni awarded the goal. Dowd and Cone picked up the assists. Who cares? The Steelers led by 4-1. We were happy, weren't we, kids? The Coventry Blaze strike force of Henrik and Jenand was to strike, though. Henrik was already scored. Jinan felt a bit left out. And the Coventry Blaze marksman is first to a loose puck out in front, took a couple of deflections, come through to Ginand. He shoots, he scores. With 6:52 to go, the Blaze narrow the gap from 4-1 to 4-2. Anything you can do, I can do better, says Stefan Meyer, and the Sheffield Steelers within a minute had extended their lead to 3 goals a game. The Gertson Legui Stefan Meyer line, and it was Stefan Meyer, the Steelers' top goal scorer, who shoots and scores. Gertson and Legui picked up an assist. What a good line that's looking as well. Gertson, Meyer and Legui. 5 goals to 2. Great performance by the Sheffield Steelers. Frank Doyle gets the win, the first of 3 games in just 4 days for the Steelers. They go to Kirkcaldy on Saturday before returning home to take on the Braehead Clan on Sunday. Favour was happy.
2 completely different teams than what we saw last weekend. We did a few things different in practice this week and off the ice, and it seemed to work tonight in the game.
Stephen Gertson coming back as well just seems to give the team a whole new balance.
It's a huge relief getting him back on. He's a leader. You could see his presence out there on the ice, in the dressing room. He adds nothing more than but great things in our dressing room. 2
good scoring lines as well now, isn't it, with Dowd and Sirianni Di Casemiro, and then the Gertson-Meyer line with Leggy. It's like you've got a double punch.
Exactly. We got 6 guys who can score there. Don't forget our third line is great as well. John Owen and Huey and Spence did a great job. Phil Hill and Aaron Nell. I think the whole lineup did a great job tonight. But, of course, with adding a body like Gertson, it brings us more of a scoring punch to the lineup.
Does it help as well now being able to throw Spence back up front? It does give that third line a little bit more of an edge, doesn't it?
Well, I know a lot of defensemen in the league are scared now that he's coming down on them, but actually it gives a lot of punch. I could put that line against anybody.
Yeah, just talk us through then the difference. What was the difference tonight? Because right from the get-go, you just felt it from the first shift that we were ready.
Yeah, we talked about it all week, being prepared right from the get-go. We've given up the first goal too many times this season, and we want to be prepared to get the first one tonight, get the crowd into it early, and play for 60 minutes. We played tonight like a Game 7 Cup final mentality that we had, and that was a game plan going into it.
And it's something you're going to have to take into Kirkcaldy as well, isn't it? Because of the 2 defeats last weekend, this segment of games that I know you and Doug are very keen on, you've now got to win both of them.
Yeah, Kirkcaldy's not the easy building to win it. We owe them a big game there because they took 2 points off us last weekend. We done it 2 weeks ago in their building, so we owe them one this weekend. And, of course, the Braehead game Sunday is just as important.
Yeah, just talk us through on the injury front. Stephen came through. I know he was frozen up for this game. Is he okay?
He's great. He was. I didn't think anything was wrong with him out there. I thought he had a great performance. That's the kind of leadership we need.
Gord, you're back at the weekend. What does it mean to you to finally be able to pull that jersey back on and get back out there?
It's been tough watching. It seems like it's been a long time since I've played, but I've been practicing with the guys, and after watching tonight's game, watching us win, it's a good feeling going into the weekend.
How hard is it, though, when you can't play? You don't have that release on a Saturday and a Sunday night, and you can only practice.
Well, you're a part of a team, so you want to be involved with everything. So when we win, it's good. When we lose, it makes me want to be out there even more. So, the last weekend was tough to watch, and I felt like I could have helped out and would have been a big part of the team. But we win tonight, and it's all right. So, we take this momentum, and then I can jump in with the guys and hopefully get on board and keep winning games.
You've had a different view of things over the last 5 games. What is your view of watching this team play?
I think we're playing pretty well. I think tonight's game stemmed a lot of how we prepared in practice the last couple of days. We kind of addressed a few issues as the guys on the team and the way we're doing things. So we had a hard week of practice, and it definitely showed tonight the way we skated and the way we worked.
How much does it change this team to throw Spencer back up front rather than him doing what he's done over the last few weeks, which is sit back on the blue line?
Yeah, it's his natural position up front, and once we get everybody back and healthy, we can roll 6 defensemen and have him up front. It just adds a much more physical dimension up front for us, and add that to the other 2 lines we have, and we're a force to be reckoned with.
Obviously 3 games in the space of just 4 days. What does that do to you as a hockey player? How much of a toll does it take on your body?
It takes a lot. We'll rest up tomorrow, and then we'll head up to Fife on Saturday. So we're prepared. We've all done it before. So we play games, and it's what we do, and then we'll rest after the weekend.
How much is there a fire in this squad right now that you need to get back at Fife for what happened last weekend?
Oh, absolutely. I think we let that one slip away, and that's in our hands. So going in there, we're looking to kind of redeem ourselves for what happened at home last weekend. So we're looking forward to it. Actually, it'll be a tough trip up there, but once we get there, we're on the ice. We're playing to win.
How hard will that be for you on a personal level, just to get back up to speed? And Fife isn't like any other rink in this league, is it?
Well, I've never played there. I've never seen the rink, and I know the guys just played there 2 weeks ago, so I heard about it. So,
and what did they tell you?
They said it was all right. I expected, it to be a little different, but some of the guys said the atmosphere was really well. So it's nice when you go into a rink and the opposing fans are good. It kind of gets you going, and it helps the atmosphere of the game out a little bit. So it's fun to play.
One of the big things when you speak to defensemen who come from North America over here is the adjustment to the size of the ice. How hard has that been on a personal level for you?
Yeah, it is. 2 years ago I played in Czech Republic, so I'm a little used to it. It just takes a few weeks to get used to your angles and your positioning, and I'm there. I think everybody's there now, so you just got to learn how to play defense a little bit differently. You have to be a little less aggressive and a little more smart.